In this video, I'm going to show you the movement techniques that the pros use that you can also use in your own game to improve your movement on the pickleball court. It's simpler than you might think. Let's get into it. Hello, my name is Tony Roy. Welcome to Into a Pickle, the channel designed with you in mind. In this video, we're covering movement. I want to give you some tools and tips that you can use in order to move more effectively out on the pickleball court. In a moment, Tyson and I are going to show you how we move relative to the ball, and how where the ball is really what drives how we're moving left to right at the non-volley zone line. But before we do that, let's talk about how movement can impact your results when you're playing pickleball. Footwork out on the pickleball court requires us to move forward as well as laterally. It also includes some backward movement sometimes, although that movement should be either done laterally towards the back or turned around forward to the back, never backwards. It's important if you want to maximize your play as a pickleball player that you work on your footwork. Players behind me are a tennis team working on their footwork back over there in terms of tennis. It's the same thing on a pickleball court. I'm going to link to a video up here that'll give you some ideas that you can use for some footwork drills that you can use. It's on our friend CJ Johnson's channel, Better Pickleball. And if you need more drills for footwork, I recommend you check out the Pickleball system. We have an entire module dedicated to nothing but footwork. There are two concepts that are going to help you to apply these movement ideas that we're talking about in this video. Number one, even though we're talking about pro techniques, these are techniques that are achievable. We're always going to try and share with you information that is not just observational. We're not just trying to observe the pros and say, look at what they do, isn't that nice? What we try and do is when we watch the pros, we try and glean information from their play that we can then bring into our own games so that we can improve our play. And number two is that even though these concepts are achievable, in other words, you can bring them into your game, it does require some work. There is no, overnight, salve that you're going to take at night, get up in the morning and move amazingly well. These are things that require some time. You're going to want to go out there and work on these techniques and work on these concepts so that you can improve your play. After I share with you the techniques that'll help you move around the court better, I'm going to share with you another technique that'll help you not only move to the right spot, but also have your body in the best position to receive the next shot. To demonstrate the movement, I've enlisted my good friend and amazing pickleball pro, Tyson Middleton, to help me out today. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how we move relative to a shot aimed at this cone. And this is a shot you see a lot of times that pickleball pros will do where it looks like they're moving together. But what they end up doing is they're really moving because of the shot going to the cone. And the idea is that Tyson and I have agreed in this situation that we're going to be targeting this spot here. So we'll show you a little bit what the movement looks like because we're targeting the spot. So if Tyson and I are in the middle here and we know the ball's going here, what'll happen is I'm going to slide over a little bit like this and I'm going to face here. Tyson will then he squeezes where he is and he's facing there as well. Now, if this player hits the ball cross court, Tyson may have to go move to get that ball. I'm going to stay here, however, because Tyson and I have agreed that he's hitting the ball over here. Now, when Tyson hits the ball, he's going to recover, and if they go cross court, it'll happen again and again and again. Now, if Tyson decides to go to the other side, or if I expect Tyson to shift the ball over to the other side, opposite the cone, what will happen is this. Tyson would move cross court to hit it. He's going to go there. Now Tyson's going to stay there, and I'm going to move this way because now the ball is going to be over here. That's how the pros move, and that's how you can move too. Your movement out on the pickleball court is absolutely key to you playing your best pickleball. By moving correctly on the court, you'll reduce the angles of attack from your opponents. You'll be in the best position you need to be in to hit the next shot, and you'll be able to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. In terms of closing off angles, movement on the pickleball court allows you to intercept the next shot so that it doesn't go through you and your partner. You can think of pickleball as basically a geometry exercise where you're playing on a rectangular court, and then there's certain angles of attack that open up based on where the ball is and where you and your partner are. So movement is what helps you close down those angles and make it as hard as possible for your opponents to beat you either down the line, in the middle, or across the court. Good movement and being in the right place at the right time will help you hit the next shot more easily. A lot of times players watch the pros play and they say, pros always anticipate what's going to happen next. The reason the pros are in the right spot a lot of times is simply because they're moving well with the ball. That allows them to look like they're anticipating the next shot, and it puts them in the best position to hit the next ball that comes their way. Moving well and also being in the right spot also lets you take advantage of opportunities that come your way. Sometimes what will happen is the ball will get popped up by your opponents, but if you're not in the right spot, you're not able to take advantage of that opportunity. By moving better, you're going to be in the best spot possible, anticipating the next shot, get that pop-up, and put it away. A common mistake that players make is to think that they need to be tethered to their partner. What that looks like is there's a rod between you and your partner, kind of like players on a foosball table. And if you move one step to the right, your partner must move one step with you, and then to the left, your partner moves to the left as well. That is, generally speaking, not optimal pickleball movement. Instead, think of movement relative to the ball, where the ball is on the court, the way that Tyson and I demonstrated when we moved without the tether. Now that you have a better sense of how to move on the pickleball court relative to where the ball is, let me share with you a tip that you can use to get ready for the ball coming back your way. As we get into this, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit like down below. It helps us reach other players, and also subscribe to the channel. You'll get more information just like this one. The bonus tip I want to give you is to get your body square to the ball. So if the ball is, say, to your left, what you want to do is make sure that your shoulders and your hips are squared up to that ball. If the ball is to your right, you're going to turn your hips and your shoulders square up to that ball. The idea is that you want to have your body at roughly a 90-degree angle to wherever the ball might come back from. What you want to try and avoid is being like sideways like this. If the ball's over there and the ball's coming this way, it's going to be very hard to defend that ball. So as part of your movement, remember to square up to wherever the ball is so that you're ready to receive the next shot. Next time you play, move according to where you expect the ball to be. If you're playing with someone who you know and you have a target in mind, then it's pretty easy to do this. If you're playing in rec play or open play and you're not really sure exactly where they're going to hit the ball, think about their tendencies. For instance, there's players who just simply didn't cross court all the time, so you know where the ball's going to go. If you're not sure where the ball's going to go, you're going to read the ball off their paddle, and then you're going to put your body in the best position to receive the next ball, always squaring it away. I'm going to link to some more videos here you can check out. Continue your improvement, and we'll see you out on the pickleball courts.